Hi, this presentation is going to introduce you to Miami University's Graduate Special Education Program. So just a little bit about us before we get started. My name is Sarah Watt. I'm an associate professor in special education, and I'm the Graduate Special Education Program Coordinator. Leslie Sawhook, she is our program manager and advisor. She will help students to navigate the application process, signing up for classes, and working through the completion of our program. A little interesting visual here just to kind of give you a heads up of where Miami University is actually located. We are in Oxford, Ohio, in the United States. A lot of times people confuse us with the University of Miami, which is in Florida. So a little bit about our program. So the purpose of our program is to prepare individuals to work with students with disabilities. In the United States, we refer to those special education teachers as intervention specialists. The main roles or job responsibilities of an intervention specialist are to identify and support learners with different developmental needs, to collaborate with families, colleagues, community agencies to help support those children, to interpret and deliver assessments that help to guide instruction, to advocate for socially just practices in our schools and in our communities, and also to demonstrate leadership in the field that promotes some of these changes that need to continue to be made. Miami's program was created back in 2005, and the purpose of our fully online program is to provide graduate level special education coursework for those who are working in the field or who have other jobs, with the purpose of really filling this need that we have across our globally, but particularly in the United States, we have a large shortage of special education teachers, people who are certified and licensed to work with students with disabilities. In our program, we offer 4 specific pathways that lead to a kindergarten through 12th grade mild moderate licensure. So that was a mouthful, so let me clarify what that is. That means that people who walk out of our program are certified to teach any child with a disability in kindergarten through 12th grade. The mild moderate really refers to students who have specific learning disabilities, mild cognitive impairments, autism spectrum disorder, and students with emotional disturbance. Often, when we refer to mild moderate, we're thinking about students who are included in the general education or the regular classroom setting for approximately 80% of their school day. So most of the students that we prepare you to work with are students who are in that mainstream classroom and not pulled out into separate units or schools. So among our different program tracks, we offer 4 options to get a Master's of Education. And what these differ based on your current certification. So for example, if you are already a licensed teacher or working as a teacher in Bermuda, you would qualify for our Master of Ed in Special Education with licensure. So that is our second track. That means that you would be going through getting your graduate degree while also getting your license to work with students with disabilities. If you already do work with students with disabilities and have your license in that area, you can pursue simply our Masters of Education without needing that licensure, so our third track. And then we also offer a track where if you are a certified teacher and you are just looking to add your special education licensure, you can pursue only our licensure. You do not have to do our actual master's degree. Now, to clarify though, all 4 of our tracks are graduate level tracks, meaning that you have your bachelor's degree in another field or another area. But that licensure only track does not require you to do the additional Master of Education coursework. Our first track there, that is our Master of Ed in Special Education with initial teaching certification. This track is if you are not currently a teacher or you are maybe working in a teaching position, but you are not certified as a teacher. This allows you to get that teaching certification as well as that licensure to work with students with disabilities. And it will give you your Master of Ed. So that one is kind of the most all-inclusive of all the different areas you would need. This is if you're coming from a non-teaching field. Our program is part-time graduate level coursework. So when we say part-time, it means that you're only going to take 2 classes at most at a time, and that it's really geared toward people who are working professionals or who have other things going on in their life and can't devote too many hours to school each week. So our courses are designed so that they are feasible and manageable to working individuals. Our program is fully online, which means all of our courses, all of the times you meet with faculty will be completely online. However, we do have some opportunities for asynchronous fieldwork. This is experiences in schools that you can get in schools where you're currently working, in the community where you live, or the schools of maybe some friends or relatives that you know. And these experiences do not have to happen with the rest of our cohort or the peers in your courses, but can happen on your own time. The majority of our work, though, is online and through field experiences that you can access through our online platforms. We do require 3 synchronous Saturday sessions for each of our terms. That means that on a Saturday morning, if you were taking 2 classes, you would meet for 3 hours, an hour and a half for each of your classes. You will meet with your faculty and your peers and the rest of your cohort through a Zoom session. We find these to be really beneficial for helping you to ask questions, applying some of the skills, and really just learning from each other. This provides you sort of a tentative year at a glance kind of schedule of what our terms look like. So we offer sprint terms, which means we offer, instead of semesters, we have 4 terms throughout our year, meaning you would go to school year round with the exception of some different breaks. And each term, you have the option to take 1 or 2 courses. Our recommended load is to take 2 courses each term so that you can finish your Master of Ed and licensure within 2 years. Now, if you're only needing to pursue your licensure, that would be shortened to just 4 terms, a fall through a summer term. So just 1 year of courses. But if you are not currently a teacher or you're pursuing that Master of Ed degree, it would be a 2-year program or approximately 18 months. To be admitted into Miami, you do have to apply to our graduate school here at Miami University, and the requirements for that are that you hold a bachelor's degree in any field and that you have at least a 2.75 cumulative GPA. Now, we can be a little bit flexible with this. If your GPA is slightly lower than this, you can always include a statement with your application that discusses or describes ways that you plan to be successful in graduate level coursework. Perhaps it's setting aside study time, working with peers to complete assignments, or to get support from perhaps a mentor teacher that you work with. We have 2 application start times, so you can apply to attend our program with a start date in fall, and that application has to be submitted by August 1st, or you can apply to attend for a spring start, that would be a March start, and that application is due February 1st. The requirements for our application are your undergraduate college transcripts, a personal statement, and this is a letter just describing why you're interested in the field and a little bit about yourself. We do require a resume or curriculum vitae that sort of outlines your work experiences and some of the skills or training that you may have. And then we do require 1 letter of recommendation to be submitted either from somebody that you work with or somebody that is connected through Bermuda College and our partnership. There are so many things that I've covered today, so I have included here an email that you can ask specific questions to, as well as a phone number where you can contact Leslie Sawhurk, our advisor that I introduced earlier, or myself. But as you are navigating this, I do also strongly encourage you to check out our website. It can be helpful in answering any of these questions. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from all of you.